Hello to you all my beautiful viewers. Welcome to the Voice of Reason. I am your presenter, Angelique. As you all know, our show is all about motivation and inspiring all the people that are watching us. Today we have gained the grace from God to have a woman. She is a mother, a wife, a singer and a presenter. And she goes by the name of Nisa Lessie. Hello, Nisa.
Hello, Gloria.
I have to call her Nisa is a sign of respect from our country. How are you today?
I'm fine, by God's grace. And yourself?
I'm good. You're looking good.
Thank you. It's a great effort, you know. Yes.
So, today on our show, The Voice of Reason, is all about knowing you as a person.
Okay.
So, would you give us the opportunity to just introduce yourself of who you are? Because the viewers there, they may not know who you are.
Yeah, yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Nisa Lessie. For some of people that already watch the Boss Brothers TV knows me as a TV presenter of the 100% Grâce, as a music show, gospel one, and also I'm a gospel singer, a businesswoman, a wife, someone's wife, and the mother of 3 children. So a family person, basically.
So you've listed a lot.
No, let me short it. Yeah, pretty short. I'm a wife and a mother of 3. That's a lifestyle. Secondly, I'm a businesswoman. Thirdly, I'm a singer.
Yes.
And TV presenter.
That's very good. Tell us a little bit of your background. Like, where do you come from? Who's your father? Who's your mother? Your root?
Okay, I'm born from a Christian family. It didn't make me be a Christian, basically, by the time. My father is a pastor, Pastor Nisa Lessie, and my mom is also a pastor. So I grew up in a family where the Christianity is the base foundation that we have, and I grew up in the church life until the time that I came over here. I started serving myself in the church. I started singing because we created a band, like a family band. We sing in the church. So all my life, I can say I spent all my life in church. Even though there's been some time that I had a normal life, a normal youth life.
What do you mean by normal youth life?
Basically, when you reach a teenage age, you need to live your age. Otherwise, you'll be hypocrite. Yeah. So I took the opportunity to have a teenager life at any young age, girls of my age, clubbing, going out, having fun, anything that I could have done, I have done it. Until the time that the right time has come where God wanted me to settle down.
And you're married now?
No, even when I was married, I was still enjoying my life because I married so young. I was 19 and a half by the time, innit? So
that's very young.
Yeah, I was like, God was in my side. I was blessed with a husband that was and still my friend anyway, because we've been doing everything together. Even though we had a child at the time, but we're still doing everything together until when I reached like 20, 21, 22. That's the time I start settle back.
Okay. Now, growing up in a Christian home, it must have been difficult, like even to find yourself. We've seen so many people young people who are born in a Christian home, that they still have this problem of finding themselves even though their parents are Christian. Did you have the same issue?
Yeah, I would say there's one thing. There's 2 types of Christian family.
Yes.
The first one, I will be honest, is the one that you're growing up in a house where your dad is a dictator, meaning your dad is giving you order, you must do it. So this type of family, what that creates in you, you create a monster later. That means you're trying to do something to please your dad. Inside yourself, you're not satisfied. There's a different one also, which is you're in a Christian family, but the way they're teaching you is for you to be free. For you to know Jesus in your own way. They're teaching you as any other member. I think that's the kind of family that I came from.
So they didn't force you to know Jesus.
You know yourself that in my house, the person that brought you up already is telling you, this is my house, I'm the pastor. When you're under my roof, this is what you need to follow. But the person is also telling you, listen, I had the same life that you're having. I was young like you. I've been through this. So it's something that you communicate with your parent. But at the same time, is expecting you to do something as well. To give out something good out of everything that is given you. But at the same time, is not trying to force you. Because the Bible also says to instruct the child in the right way. Yes. But at the same time, it can't force you.
But do you think that's right for you to say to a young child, just because you're a pastor, you have a title in the church or in the calling of God, that you have to say to your child that because you're under my roof, you have to go abide by what I say?
Not even being a pastor, to be honest, once you're a parent, this is how it needs to be. Sorry, I'm a mother of three, yeah? My first one will soon be 9. And since you reach 5, so you start notice things are changing. Because she's got friends and they've got different education from different place they come from. So not being a pastor or not being a pastor, while you educate your kids, they need to be obeyed according to your house rules. It doesn't mean because you're the parent, the child can't tell you what they want to do. Any children need to follow your way. Every house should have a rules. So because my dad was a pastor, even the Bible has some structure as a pastor. This is how your house should be first.
Do you think your parents was, leading your house in the way of a parent or as a man of God or a woman of God?
I would say my parents were leading me as a parent that feels God.
Okay.
A servant of God at both times. Because in the same Bible, it's telling you how to educate your child, how to punish and correct them. The same thing that my parents were doing. When you're wrong, you're being punished.
So, as a child, when you were young, what were the things that you were struggling with?
There's a main things that we try with, especially being a child of a pastor, I think in every community. The main thing would be people were expecting you to be, somehow holy, an angel fall from heaven. Or in the other thing would be people were just like using some word that you won't feel yourself comfortable. Let me give you an example. You go in school or in church, people are telling you that how you see the way you're dressing up, you see the way you're living is from the offering people are giving the church. Somehow you feel vexed and stuff.
Yes.
I'll be like, no, thank God, because my mom is a businesswoman.
Yes.
My dad also was a politician back in the days then, until God calls him full time, so he had to stop. So it doesn't mean because my dad was a pastor that my mom also had to not doing anything, expecting money from people. So that's something that I used even to fight for it. I used to fight for it.
So you felt like it was your role for you to defend your family?
I think that's what I was trying on my own side, even though my dad wasn't pleased when I would do that, because the report would come back to him. He wasn't happy.
So were you arguing with people?
Even fighting, So then it sets me to become, I think it was like a target for my life. I'm trying to prove them wrong. I started doing my own business at the age of 7. So I start selling. And when you go into school, Africa, the way you sit in the desk and that.
Yeah.
So when the teacher is teaching, I'm under there selling like fruits and juice. So I think just to prove, when they call me, I'll tell them just to prove that we don't survive or live under the offering money. We can make money. This is what I had to do.
So would you say that from there, that's what it motivated you to be the woman that we see right now?
Yes, I'm telling you.
And at what age did you start this?
7.
At the age of 7?
Yeah. I'm one of them children, I'm not the quiet one, to be honest.
You're the loud.
I'm the louder one. I'm the curiosity child. I try to know everything. I'm too noisy, I'm telling you. So from the age of 8, I remember, I enrolled myself to the Bible study courses. I wanted to become these people that go a soul winner. I even got certificate at the age of 8, 9. So everyone in my house, even my dad, never understood me.
So did you just want to do it for the fact that you were just interested to do it?
Yeah,
because you wanted to prove people? Because
no.
Before you said you wanted to show people that you don't live from the offering money.
That's the business why.
So,
but when it comes to, I'm the type of people who love challenges.
Okay.
So I was not doing it just because of no, and I was doing it because I felt like, yeah, if they can do it, I can do it. If my mom is a woman, she can do it, I can do it. So it was kind of, even though they didn't fully agree with me, at the same time, we were living with my grandmothers for both sides. Yeah, my dad and my mom's mom. So what they were doing, let her do that. So they were trying to encourage me. But my parents were saying that in the other way, she's too young, she can't be doing this.
Yes.
So but I had to do it because I want it. Not to prove to anyone, but because I want it.
Now, your relationship with God, because, you know, as a child of a pastor, it is your obligated for you to also have a relationship with God. So how did you find your process? Were you at that age, because at 8 you already had your certificate from the church of Bible study? Did your relationship with God start from there?
You know, I can say my relationship from childhood until, because I got baptized at 12. Yeah, I remember that.
Was it your choice? Or
Yeah,
was
my
it your
own choice, because my parents would never do that.
Okay.
They were against that, but I tried to talk to them. At that age, I was a bit innocent, you know. You know, your relationship with God at that age is like, I just knew house, school, church. It was easier. But when you become a teenager, when you reach 13, 14, that's the time that I say I took my time, because I become confused. I'm trying to be like any girl of my age from school.
Yes.
When you got to school, you've got friends that go out. They do stuff that when you come home, you're not allowed to do that. You know what it creates in you.
Yeah.
So kind of rebuild myself. I can call it was a time for me to find myself. Until when we moved, we came to UK as well. It was the same thing. Going through fostering, going through everything that
So you went through fostering?
Yeah, we went through many things in life, and living with aunties and family and that. So you end up in a situation where you find yourself lost. You start even doubting if there were God somewhere.
So you lost all that information, all the knowledge that you had from where you gained from.
There been even sometimes that when I close my eyes, try to pray, and say to myself, if you really existed, would you save me? So I tried to doubt me, like there was no God. But at the same time, I didn't know another option. The only option that I brought up with was God.
So you knew you can just go back to God?
Yeah, that was the only place that I knew. But at the same time, I wasn't sure if it was a real one, because I was confused. You start feeling that you're praying, but nothing has been going well.
Yeah.
What the Bible says is different to what I was wrong. It wasn't God's fault. Because the same Bible says you're praying so much you're not receiving because you're asking wrong. You're not doing the right way.
Yeah.
Because at the time of relationship, once you're lost, once you try to find your own way out, away from God, that's where your relationship breaks with God. So I didn't have the quiet time with him. Even though I was going to church, they can preach, I'll go back myself, I'll be like, okay, but you know, practice that life. So I took a year, I can say I took like 2 years or 3 years off church.
For you to find yourself? Or
yeah, to find myself.
So how were you trying to figure out yourself?
Figure out myself, like try to live a normal life. Cause what I noticed was, even though my parents are not around,
yes,
but they're still over the phone. I was even away from my parents, but I couldn't even pick up the phone calls because I know that my dad would start arguing, shouting, you have to do this, and that.
Yes.
So I said to myself, the education that I've been brought up from my house is totally different to the life that I'm living. So that means...
So when you were living here, who were you living with? Foster carer?
Yeah, and my auntie. Then we moved back to my auntie and that.
Okay.
So until I become myself a foster parent for my siblings.
Yeah.
So
you were a foster parent with your sibling?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
How?
Tell us a little bit. How did it get into that position?
Now, you know, when you're used to be together.
Yes.
You just want to be together. And as I say, I'm a family person. You don't want anyone else to look after your sibling.
So
you don't want like what you've been through, because we've been through a lot in life that I don't like to talk about it. So we just decided, let's be together forever. So I said, okay, I'll step in for everyone. So
are you the eldest of all your siblings?
Even my elders were there, because even though I had support from my eldest one, but we were a team. We still are a team.
Yes.
So because I told you I'm not the quiet one. I'm them people that like every challenge, fighting for the soul.
Yeah.
Everyone will support me, but I'll be the head.
But then, how did you gain that energy? You know, sometimes when we go through a difficult time, it's hard to find that strength. But how were you able to find that strength?
That's the reason why they say what doesn't kill you make you stronger. Do you know why? Because life is a school of every day. We learn every day.
Yes.
Every day you're learning. So if you don't learn from your mistakes, that means you're somewhere else. If you don't learn from any circumstances as well, that means I don't know who you want to be. I know in my situation, some people will be break forever. But my one, I can say God, only God, through God.
So there were no person there that you refer to? You know, sometimes like I will feel down and I'll have somebody that I can talk to, and that person is the one that's gonna help me.
To be honest, I'll say I'm so grateful the fact that my mom and dad got so many kids.
So you lean with your brothers and sisters?
Yeah, that's who we are. We are a team of 10. Imagine.
Wow.
So when I'm weak, I've got another one who will be more stronger than me. So from there, we all share experience, and so we be like, oh, let's not do this, let's not do this. So we all advise each other. But I don't know how it happened. You know, names as well have impacts. Maybe because I've got my grandma's name, so I think that's why I do.
Nisa, what does it mean?
It means wise in Hebrew. In I think some Turkish women told me it means beautiful, so it's got different meaning. So I just don't know how I do it. So even though I was lost, but the only person that took me up was God. So until I tried to develop.
But would you say with all the things you've been through, was it a process to bring out who you are?
Yes.
And to find yourself?
Yes. Do you know, I used to read the Bible. There's one verse that always comes in my mind. God promised the children of Israel that they would go back to Canaan, but He never told them that they would last longer in the desert. He never told them that they would take a long way, because they were a shortcut to the way they were going. But He took them to the long way, which He never promised them that.
But that was because they were disobedient and stiff.
No, let me tell you, they became disobedient when they reached desert. But before that, He never told them that's the only way they should take to there. You see?
Yes.
That's the same thing. Joseph had dreams, but he was expected to be sold by his own sibling.
Okay.
So all these two verses always come to my life. Means there is never a successful life without going through hard time or sorrow. That's why I always say life is a lesson that we're learning every day.
But some people might say, like, you know, hard time is not from God. Hard time is always from the devil. The enemy does it. So what would you say about that?
That mentality needs to be changed. Sorry. You know, it's wrong. Because sometimes, I said to you, I used to say, God, I'm praying, nothing's been doing. Are you a real God or you don't exist? But sometimes we're praying wrong. Let me give you an example. A young girl of my age, yeah?
Yes.
Wake up in the morning with 3 children. Close my eyes, say, God, bless me with money. So how am I expecting God to bless me? Go to my bank card, enter my pin and find some, boom, 10 grand inside. No. I will pray, God, give me the strength to go and look for a job.
So you need to be careful with your word and
Yes.
how you request. So how did you find that knowledge of, you know, praying the right way instead of the wrong way?
Yeah, but because going through, thank God, when I was young, I used to write a lot. When you go to church, every verse I'll write. So there became some time when your body don't have nothing to do. So I decided to go through my notes. Then I'm trying to, because I'm that person, when I sit, I'll start, I don't like reading. I'll go deeply, essays, writing down, why is this, why, I always need to find out, and always ask my question, why and where, how. So from there I start notice, even the Bible is very important.
Yes.
The wrong things that we do, we're trying to fight in ourselves without God. That's when we end up doing wrong things. Yeah, even though going through a hard time, yes, is God's allowed it. But the reason why He allows it, He wants me to get close to Him more. But what happened, we don't understand that. Then when situation happen, we're quick at judging and condemning God. Says that, look, God, you're not doing anything for me. Let me just move to the next life. So that's where I noticed.
But how do you know that you have a relationship with God? How do you know that you are actually in the way? Because, you know, sometimes we as Christian, especially as young people, we see life and we think just praying every day, every morning is, you know, that's a relation with God.
No. Praying every day, we can pray. You know, people that don't believe in God also pray. People who let's say the other side.
Yes.
People who are amazing on that, they also pray. Everyone prays.
Yeah.
But what it is, a relationship means, you see, when I'm in a relationship with you,
Yeah.
I need to do your will, and you also need to do mine. This is how it works. Every day, even when we're having conversation, I need to make sure that you're good, you're happy with me, and I'm also happy. It's something even sometimes Christian, we don't do that. We never ask God, what do you want me to do for you today? But the first thing when we pray is, what do you do in the morning? You just say, God, please protect me. We always want God to do our own goods. We don't care what he wants you to do. Maybe on that day, he wants you to go to try to visit other people in the hospital or prison or to do something else. But all you care is about yourself. So from there, that's how you need to see it, first of all. Every relationship needs to have benefit.
So how long did it take you to that process, that procedure? How many years, how many
I'm
months
still on,
for you to...
I'll still say the procedure is still going on. It's not a one-day thing. I'm still, as long as we're still living on this earth, this procedure is still going. Every day, I need to go back, try to fix my relationship with God. I need to keep it up there. Even friendship, even husband and wife, you need to try to refresh it. So it's the same thing, because anything can happen.
That's true. So if I would to ask you this question, what's your biggest achievement from your past, from your childhood till now?
A strong woman that I am.
Because you're a wife. Let's go into that domain a bit. A wife. You married at 19?
19 and a half.
19 and a half. We say 19. 19 and a half, don't count.
Okay, nice.
So at 19, what pushed you to accept, to get into a marriage? Was it family? Was it friends? Or was it sometimes you felt like, I have to get married, it's my duty?
Do you know that question? Yeah. Everyone asks me, my parents asked me, everyone, even my in-laws. It was a 10 times question.
Yeah.
Are you sure, guys, you want to do it?
Yes.
And if I told you, I had many people try to discourage me, telling me that, listen, we give you 2 years, you break up. And let me just inform these people, we just celebrate our 9th years together, We're still together. I think it was just good time.
Yeah.
Because I never understand what happened. We never understood what took us. We just decided, said, I need to honor you. I was like, okay.
But were you guys not like, how relationship, boyfriend and girlfriend, peek around? Did you guys kept yourself pure? When I mean pure, not seeing each other's body? Did you have that relationship? Because there's many of us right now, there's many people that we see, especially the young people. There's confusion among us, like, with you to be with somebody. Some people will tell you we don't see each other, but then yet they go and do it. So were you guys like that, or were you guys truthful?
I don't get that.
Like, meaning, how as a Christian they'll say you can't see each other's body.
I told you, when I got married, I wasn't in that fully godness time.
So, but were you protected?
I was a young girl. I was having my fun. Sorry, I'm not coming here to lie to people. I was a holy Christian. No. At the time, I told you, with my husband, we used to do everything. Going clubbing together, doing business, anything that we
So you guys were in that world, that set
together. Even though he was going to on his church, I was going to mine. So we were doing everything together. So he's my life partner. Okay. We hand up, okay, let's get married. Get married and so we're still into it. So I don't know what happened. I think it was just God time. He wanted to change both of us at the same time.
But what drains you guys together? What makes you guys strong, the couple that we see?
I think the fact that we share opinion together, and we've got common ideas.
Are you friends?
Yeah, that's my best friend. It's the fact that, I don't know, we've got so much in common. First of all, his dad's name is the same name as my dad. That's the first one. Secondly, we didn't even know about it. His dad was a twin, and my dad was also a twin. So I think we've got so much.
So how did you guys meet?
We met through his friend that was in Island Village in Enfield. He came to see it because I knew his friend before. We used to go to church together. Then his friend came to see us. Then he came, so that's where we met.
There's a big smile while saying that. A big hello to Mr. Jamie Foxx out there. We're here with your wife, big smile, talking about you. So how do you keep up your relationship together? Is it just the communication?
Yeah.
Because we see many, young couples nowadays, the husband, they're married, everybody can see them in the public, but then on the side, the husband is doing, liking other girls, going around with other girls, lying and all them sorts. What makes you guys different?
I will just go back when I told you relationship with God. In every relationship, you can get bored.
Yes.
Yeah, but the only thing to keep your relationship, communication is the key.
Yes.
Secondly, you need to keep it refreshing. Even with your own kid, they get bored of, my mom is boring, I prefer my auntie, she's fine. So it's the same thing with relationship. You try, as long as you agree. Because what happens is like, the day we decide, okay, let's go for it. That means it's a way of no return, it's a one way.
But was it easy just to make that decision? Was it overnight?
No, it wasn't.
Decision?
No, to be honest, it wasn't easy because inside myself I was a bit scared. I was like, okay, but we're still young. Why are we doing it? Imagine if something. But thank God we got family support from both parents.
Yes.
As well, his parents and my parents as well were always there. It wasn't easy because we came from different backgrounds as well. We've got different way of thinking, different families and that. So the only thing that can keep us all is God. In every relationship, as long as you know God exists, God is the master and foundation of that relationship. Trust me, you won't get wrong. Whatever you want to get a wrong decision, He will always guide you and get you back, no matter how.
No.
But another way, I'm trying to just advise everyone, even in every relationship, friendship or marriage or wherever, you need to refresh it. Always keep it updated.
So what would you say is the most important thing in a relationship?
Communication and love.
You heard it.
You can give me thousands of pounds. You can buy me whatever. As long as we don't talk. I don't know what's going on inside you. You don't know my feelings. You don't know what's going on with me. You don't know how I am. Trust me, this will never work.
So what makes you a good wife to Mr. Jamie Foxx?
You need to ask him, That's not fair. Now, in my side, I'll big myself up. Big time.
But what makes him then a good husband to you?
Okay, first of all. Do you know I like a man who is supportive, who can notice my talents. I'm a family person. If you like me or you say that you love me, I come in package.
I come with responsibility.
Yeah, I've got my sibling, I've got this, so you need to love them the same. So my husband is them people. He came from a family that loves people as well. So that's the thing, I think we've got so much in common. Secondly, the fact that he loves my kids. Because nowadays it's very difficult to see a full-time daddy. Anyone can be a father, but to be a daddy, it takes a real man, yeah? So as long as he loves my children, he always put me first. And
all your children are his?
Yes, by God's grace.
And how many children do you have?
We've got 3, 2 girls and 1 boy. So I think, I don't know, and there's many things about I can't say men there. When you tell everyone this. So but I think the fact that he sees good in me, he always supports me, which is very difficult to find nowadays for a young man.
Yes, and accept your family as well.
Yes. And everything that I do is always, it backs me up in everything. So it's very rare to find a man that can do that. You see, he always supports me.
Well, now it makes me want to get married as well.
Don't rush, please. You might marry someone that will come just with sweet words, bring it, I will support you, Angelique. The first time, it's paying for your travel, whatever. Then once you engage yourself, that's for life.
But how do you know the signs of a good man? So if you were to advise me now, what would you advise me to watch out of a sign of a good man?
I would advise you first of all to take your time. Don't rush.
Yeah.
At least take a year or 2 years to know the person. Yeah. No 6 months, sorry. Because trust me, the person that you see in when your boyfriend and girlfriend is different. He will lie to you, I can't sleep at the night, baby. That's at 1 o'clock. Babes, I can't sleep because I didn't talk to you, I didn't see you for a day. Yeah, you fell for that one there, but moving together, that means you both needs to breathe. Your nose, your breath is going. So that's different. You see? You wake up in the morning, you know, we all have different moods, and you need to live for that, with that for the rest of your life. It's difficult. So take your time, because while you're taking your time, you can surprise him. One day you just turn out with unexpected. You start notify, and yourself, you will know how to fix and where not to fix. And from there you will see, I won't be able to take this for long. I won't take this. I want this. So you will notify before even you engage.
So
yourself.
watch out his characteristic, his behavior, his gestures.
Everything, even the way he talks. Sorry, because we've got that problem, especially in our community. You can't take a guy that always swears to your parents' house. Sorry, that's not respectful. You take a man that will come to your parents' house, start judging everything. Why is your mom doing this? Why talking to your mom anyhow? Sorry.
Now, this is a good opportunity for me to bring this up. You know how the pastors, well, in church as a Christian, how we are told, you know, when a man comes to you, we say, you know, you cannot see my body, or me and you cannot, you know, do 1 and 2, 3 things together because my body is a temple of Christ. Do you think that's the right way for you to speak to a guy who just came to you and told you that he's interested in you?
How? The first meeting?
Like when he says, I'm interested in you.
Let me tell you, once you say this, if me, let's imagine I'm a man, I will do anything just to marry you. Just to prove to you I respect your opinion. I'll be even telling you, I respect your opinion, babes. Just once, the day that you will feel sorry for me, forget about that, my friends. You see the true character. You can't bring everything at once. Your character, that's what's going to speak out. Not what you say in your word. Imagine you say something else, but you know the person that is claiming. The guy will even tell you, listen, you're telling me you're a church girl, but you're not acting like one. So you see, what I always tell even the church girl, even non-church, your body is a temple of God.
Yes.
Of course. Also, is your own respect. For anyone to respect you, they won't respect you the fact that you look beautiful, you talk this, you own this, you earn this. No, they respect you the way you treat yourself. So you can't come on the first day. No, you know yourself how you're going to deal with it, but not on the first day. You know yourself that no.
I should even talk like that, even if it's not the first day, the second day, the third day, fourth, or week, or month. Should you say that? Do you think?
No, there's many ways to say it.
Like
health-wise as well, you need to think of your health as well.
Yeah.
Secondly, you know, let's be honest, I'm talking about my own community.
Yes.
When I see elders complaining that witchcrafts, this, I'm having so much miscarriages.
Yeah.
Is my dad, my uncle's doing this? Somehow I feel a bit vexed, and it kills me. Says that even the Bible says, "My people are dying, lack of knowledge." When you meet someone, you never took your time to go to especially in this country where we live, we've got so many clinics that you can go. Try to examine it yourself to see if you really match for each other. It can't.
And when would be the good time for you to do such things?
Why do you try to know each other?
So there's not a specific time exact?
No, that's the reason why I say, when you're not talking friendship, moving, I like you. Okay, I like you too. You're talking as friendship. Yeah, that's the time that every human being needs to check themselves at least every 2 weeks or a month. So when you meet someone that you like the person, try to get the person to join you as well.
Yes.
So I'll be like, listen, just to inform you, I always got to check myself every month or weekly to the clinic. If we really like you, we'll be like, okay, let's go then. Because down there is a privacy anyway. They won't do both of you to test at the same time.
It'll be a different.
They won't even tell you his result. Until that you want to find out if it's your match.
Yes.
Then, that one down, they will tell both
too.
of you. But either way, you can't just bring out like this. Take your time. You know yourself how. Also, women are wiser than men. You know? Take your time. You know yourself how. If you try, be like, no, I'm not ready.
You can see that you're really, by the way you talk and advising, it seems like you've done it a lot to a lot of young people who, are there young people that have come to you? That have
basically, you know, that's what I said. I've been through a lot in my life, so it made me, I think, become motivation for others. So I decided myself to be a mentor. So I've got sisters. In my family, we've got small, like men, boys are not a lot, but we've got too many girls.
Okay.
So when we're talking, so I need to help everyone. So every sister out there that needs help.
But did you also gain the help that you're giving to others now?
Yeah, I did,
By
I
who?
did. We've got some women communities, women's like, old women's,
Yes.
not from my church. Some of them from my church, but some of them from just random. You see, we call them Baser and that. So they'll be like, oh, I like you, I just want to talk to you. I'm them girls, I'm ready to listen to you. Even though you say wrong or bad, I always take. It's up to me to choose which one I'll practice.
How do you decide which one? Because at such young age, especially us young people, there's sometimes advice they were given to us. Maybe it's the circumstances that we're going through, but the advice sometimes is wrong. But because we're young, we're so vulnerable to taking the advice on board and acting upon it.
Okay, let me tell you, nobody knows you well more than yourself. Have you ever asked yourself? Every day before you go out, when you're having a shower, look at yourself in the mirror, talk to yourself. Try to know yourself more. Then from there, you will know.
Which advice is good?
Which advice is good? Because even the parents, when the advice you do, they say, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do that. Most of our parents don't have communication with us. They don't know us well. You know yourself more than anyone out there. Anyone will just be stereotyping and advise according to what they're seeing, but they don't know you inside. So deep inside, you know yourself. You know what's good for me and what's not good for me.
Wow, thank you for that, Nisa Lessie. Now let's go. You have a show that's 100% grace. It's called 100% grace. Why do you call it 100% grace?
Because everyday life we live by grace. Without grace, we wouldn't be here today. So that's why I say, whatever you do, whatever I do, is just by grace.
But a non-believer that is watching us right now may say, look, not everybody has grace. How could you prove to them? How could you prove to them that it is by grace? And what is grace?
Okay, first of all, grace is, I can call it an exception. An exception, exception favor. First of all, you might not be a believer, you might not close your eyes and thank God or be grateful to God, but have you ever received a bill of life, or a morning or a weekly, a daily bill telling you that you own God this for the fact that you're breathing? No. That's to show that we're living by grace. You don't need to be going to church. You don't need to be a preacher. You don't need to be a pastor. You don't need to be whatever you do. But as long as you're living under the earth, that shows that you're living by grace. Many believers are even dying today. But you're still alive.
To His grace.
Just by His grace.
So that is what grace is to you.
That's the grace.
So what's the purpose of your show?
The purpose of my show was for those who understood that they have grace and they would like to share the life experience through music, gospel, anything that they believe that God has saved them, even though they became pastors, singers, but they want to share it with other people. And also we wanted to change the view, the way people are seeing the gospel. Because many people are even afraid to join us because they think that, okay, if I give my life to Christ, what's going to happen to me? So that's why we always take the opportunity to bring out what's inside. They never had the holy past, but they're trying to perfection. So sorry, I'm having the French word. They're trying through God, who is the only way to perfect. So through God, they're trying to live a certain life. They're not holy as well, but they're trying to keep it.
So the only people that comes on your platform are singers?
Not only singers, we give opportunity to, there will be days that we'll be having even like people who have talent, hairdressers, who are believers.
Why only believers?
Because that's the reason why the Bible says, make the nation my disciple. My own purpose is to have many disciples for God.
Yes.
So there's many people out there are still doubting and don't want to join. They've got so much questions, so many questions. Why do I need to join you guys? So that's why we need to show them, look, they're also young, they're also beautiful,
Yes.
they're doing this for God. You can also do it.
That's so good. So have you done any one by yourself of talking about your life? Because your life as a living person, as I see you right now on our platform, you are a testimony.
I've done that in, that's a great idea, though. We were planning to do that soon before my concert. I was going to have my own show
Yes.
to talk about myself.
Yes.
Who I am, where do I come from,
Yeah.
why am I here, why this. So it's something that we're planning to do it.
Yes.
Soon you will have it.
Because it's very interesting, because even though we spoke, you gave us thank you for opening up a bit. Because even though when at certain part you said, you know, I don't like really to talk about it, that shows really it was a painful journey that you've been through and a struggle, you struggled. And I think that part also will help to motivate others. Now, your show passes, it goes on every Saturday?
Yeah, every Saturday from 5 p.m. to 5:45 at the Boss Brothers TV.
Do you accept English speakers as well?
Yeah, we do. At the moment, we're
Yeah.
just doing it with like our own community, but everyone is welcome.
So if I was going to ask you about the people that you have, hosted the show with, who would you say that has inspired you the most?
Everyone.
And what was it that inspired you?
Because everyone got different lives.
Yeah.
And I think 2 weeks ago, Sister Giselle Matz, that she was like, she made me even cry because she tried to open up her life story.
Yes.
Where she come from, why she's still in God's life. So it was very emotional for everyone. So that's the reason why I say I really enjoy what I'm doing, because I'm trying to know everyone, and everyone has different background, different story, different.
Yes.
You can even ask the same question to different person. They've got different opinions.
Wow.
So I think everyone have their own way of valuing God.
Yes. Now, you're also a singer.
Yeah.
Can we hear a little a cappella? Please.
Please. What go?
Sing any song, just a cappella. A little, because there's somebody that's watching you, and through that song or whatever song you sing, it might just touch their heart.
You are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds my life. Master Jesus, you are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar, you are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds my life. Master Jesus, you are the pillar that holds my life. Master Jesus, you are the pillar that holds my life.
Woo! Thank you for that. Thank you for that. You sound very good.
Thank you.
Who inspired you to sing?
God. No, but who inspired me more when I was young was, we used to call her Baby Susan. She was a young girl.
Yes, I remember her.
You know, she was like a big challenge for everyone, even
with her boots.
Yeah.
You know, she used to wear them big boots and them big tops and a skirt.
Yeah, you see her with her dad with a guitar and
Yeah.
that. So she was like, okay, I was to myself, I need to do that. Especially when they come to my church that night.
They used to come to your church?
Yeah, they would come to perform in my church.
Yeah.
On that night, my dad would run because I would come to him, listen, I need to become like her.
So she inspired your moment, because I remember her as well when I was young, and I remember when my dad used to buy me the cassette, a full song of her. She had a nice voice.
I'm telling you, she still has.
So, are there any singers in your family?
We're all singers. Yeah, because what happened is in my dad's side, my dad, the mom, the pastors, my dad's family, most of them are pastors, evangelists, apostles, prophets, and that. So to ask the kids, from my aunties got pastor and pastors' wives, but from us kids, we're all singers.
So how did you find out that you can sing? Because there's many people, they go, they sing, but they can't.
Do you know when Makoma came to Congo, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you know, everyone created like family bands, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did our own. We started singing.
What was the name of it?
Lessie. It was just the Lessie.
The Lessie family.
Yeah, the Lessie family. So.
Can we find this on YouTube?
No, we didn't put nothing on YouTube. We still got the cassette because we
I wanted to have. I would have loved to show it here.
No, I don't like that.
No, I would love to see where they came from and how you started.
That was funny, you know. But that's how it happened.
Jeez. Now, with that on board of you being a singer, you have a concert that's coming on Saturday, the 4th of November.
First of all, I've got my album still online. Or
yes.
you can get hard copy, which is Tiny Suave. Sunset in English.
You see, so how many albums have you done so far?
Only one, and singles.
How many singles have you done?
2.
And which one do you think to yourself that you're proud of that you've?
Everything though, because it's different style.
And have you collaborated with any other musician?
On the second one, I done it, but on my album, I collaborate with so many musicians.
Congolese only?
Yeah, most of the Congolese.
But why only Congolese?
Okay, the Bible says when you receive the Spirit, you will be my witness in Jerusalem, where you were first.
Yes.
So because I came out first
yes.
of my own place, and this is where I should start. I need to impose to show my people that yes, I received the Holy Spirit. Share the word with my people. Then later round, by God's grace, it's a matter of time. So anything, any collaboration will be welcome.
So when was the first time you released your album?
It was released in 2014, but it's still online.
Where can we get it from?
You can get it from iTunes, you can Amazon, Google Play, and Spotify, and a hard copy. You can contact me. You can contact the Boss Brothers. You can contact even in some few Congolese shops as well.
Yeah. Tell us a bit about the 4th of November. What are we, the viewers, the audience, are to expect from your concert? Because this is your first ever concert.
I know it's my first one, but not the last one.
Amen.
So since the beginning also counts for everyone.
Yes.
I'd like to invite everyone to join us on this evening of praise and worship.
Yes.
You see, before I used to say, I used to limit myself, say that, you know, I'm more Congolese than English. No, then I noticed that the Spirit of God don't have no limits.
Yes.
The same God that English people are praising is the same God that we're praising.
Yes.
So that means I'm inviting everyone on that night. We will praise God like in any way that He likes. In English, we're there. In French, we're there. In Lingala, so the most important thing will be for you to be ready to receive something, because the Bible says God dwelled on worship and praise of His people.
Yes. Another thing I've noticed, everybody has interviewed you. You must be the first Congolese artist that everybody, Popol, interviewed you. Well, it's going to be soon.
Yeah.
You had BB Wi-Fi. You had Cynthia. You had me. There's a lot. How do you feel about that?
It's not me, you know. I can call it grace. 100% grace. It's like, because the people that producing me, you know.
Yes.
As you can see.
And who are the people producing?
The Boss Brothers TV, the Boss Brothers, and Jamie Foxx. So this is how it's working. You know, when you have the boss, you're behind the
Hold
boss.
tight to the Boss Brothers.
So that's what. So I'm so grateful for this support.
Are you very excited?
I'm soon going to have an interview on the Vox Africa. I'm going to have another one with Tweto Olwala. So there's still more interview to come.
Wow, how do you feel about that?
A bit nervous, but by God's grace we make it.
Are you prepared for the concert?
Yes, we prepare. I prepare myself in so many ways, spiritually, physically, and morally as well.
What are you going to make different from your concert to all the rest of concert that we have seen?
I think the fact there's nothing new anywhere. Even the Bible says there's nothing new under the sun. Everything. For me to perform in Liberty, that means many people perform there.
Yes.
But the difference would be, I'm a new one anyway. So I just came to be adding up what already was there.
What are you adding up? New
voice? No, I said nothing new. I'm just adding up what was already there. So I'm just bringing up something that was already there. But this time, try my God. try the different experiment.
Wow, so guys, you've heard it. On the 4th of November is the date. Tickets are available. I myself, Angelique, I am selling the tickets as here. It's all full. Ticket comes from price of £10 adults, and I think children are free.
Yeah,
children are free. Come, let us all come together and celebrate with our sister Nisa Lessie. It will be good and pleasant to see all of you together and to support our sister Nisa Lessie. People already from Kinshasa, Congo are already supporting her. We see Mr. Bodo that are already bigging up our sister to support her. You also support your sister and the Lord will remember you. I'm also going to make another announcement on the 28th of October, this following month coming up. We will be having an event called Is It Time for Restoration? From Forever Elohim. It is hosted, it is held together and put together by 4 different churches, and thanks to Miss Coco Karine, who has put all her strength and her idea together. I myself, Madame Angelique, will be there hosting the show alongside with Mr. Junior. With me, Yanisa today. Thank you so much for coming on our platform.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for opening up. Thank you for the advice. Any last word for the viewers?
I'm just grateful for everyone that took the time to watch us today.
Yes.
So, and to you as well for having me tonight, this afternoon. Also to the Lord Almighty, because He's the master of circumstances and times.
Yeah.
And for me, I can just say my last word for tonight would be, I'm inviting you on the 4th. You might just heard me today, just a little bit, but on the 4th, then you will notice why do I give this to God?
Yes.
Why do I have to do it? Why do I have to do it? Then yourself, you will join me. I'm just inviting everyone to join us on the 1st.
So those other people that would like to support you, and how would they be able to get in contact with you?
Anyone who wants to support me, sponsor me, if you in many ways that you want,
yes,
you can just contact the Boss Brothers through them, because at the moment I'm just the artist. I'm focusing artist.
Yes.
So singing and that. So anything that you want to support me is welcome. Restaurants, even Tyler, makeup artists, you're all welcome. But contact them, or you can contact me. I'll link you with them. But I'm more focused on art.
Thank you very much, Nisa Lessie. For more of her videos, Nisa Lessie's video, to watch others of her clips and hear her sound, to see what you will be expecting on the 4th of November, please go on YouTube and write Nisa Lessie. For our viewers, I thank you for taking your time to watch us, and thank you for your comment. Thank you for sharing. And I myself, Angelique, and the Voice of Reason, would like to thank you and to say, see you next time. Bye-bye.
Zela moko tozoingela tokota lola, zela moko tozoingela tolanda, zela se moko tolingi tokota lola. Destination finale à bomo ya moto eza lola tokende. la tokoyingela biso nyonso tokende. Bato ya mikumba boya boya tona malade boya boya
zamba bengi biso lelo yo boya moto sangana zamba bengi biso lelo yo boya moto sangana
bato na bapasi boya na ye boya bato na maladi boya na ye boya
zamba bengi biso lelo yo
boya yaka na ye invitation cordiale à petit na yo memela ye boya
moto sangana
bato ya bambongo boya
boya
yaka na bomengo yaka na ye suwe
zamba bengi biso lelo
abengi yo lelo yaka na ye mosela lobi tende tononga
biso lelo
lelo
moto sangana.
ne pensez plus aux événements passés. Voici toutes choses sont devenues nouvelles. Si quelqu'un est en Christ, il devient une nouvelle créature. Église corps du Christ, Anéo Tobandi.
Makamasika
Lobina yowe, maye baki yondoke. Lelo yo komina yesuwe, obandi ma.
Makamasika
Soki lobina yondeke, maye baki yo, bengana kamobali, someka lelo na yesuwe, obandi ma.
Makamasika
Eloko ya sike, ezanga histoire passée. Lelo na komba na yesuwe, na bandima.
Makamasika
Soki mbula wana na balakite, mbula oyo na kobale. Mbula wana ngai na botakite, mbula oyo na kobote. Soki mbula wana na salakite, mbula oyo na kosala na yesu elongo. Soki mbula wana na tangakite, mbula oyo na kotange. Mbula wana na kabakite, mbula oyo na kokaba. Soki mbula wana na tongaki ndakote, mbula oyo na kotonga na yesu elongo. Soki mbula wana esimbakite, mbula oyo ekosimbe. Mbula wana nalekakite, mbula oyo nakoleka. Nalingi Yesu oyo, naponi Yesu yanga, naponi Yesu oyo, nalingi Yesu oyo, nalingi Yesu oyo, akoma yanga, je suis la référence, je suis la référence à Vinangaye, je suis la référence, je suis la référence à Vinangaye, nalingi Yesu papa, naponi Yesu yanga, nalingi Yesu oyo, akoma yanga, je suis ma référence, je suis ma référence, je suis ma référence à Vinangaye, je suis ma référence. Oh, kulana lola,
Esembo
esengwe, esena kese, esengwe, oh, kulana lola,
Esembo
esengwe, esena zuwe, esengwe, oh, kulana lola, na lola, na lola. Oh, mi venga kae, mote yangu ya, kasi na bosolo.
Wabinisala na yo ekeko
Toyebia, eko, moyebia, somo, kasi na misala.
Wabinisala na yo ekeko
Osisi batitre nyonso libelo baprofete apôtre évangéliste bakisina mosusu ezalaka te
Wabinisala na yo ekeko
kasi miyenga nyonso
Yonanda kwanza mbendeko
bongo mikolo nyonso
Yonanda kwanza mbendeko
ah vraiment
Ese na monoko
personne
Angali to ba forme, hein? Lo sambo ya motema ebimi na miso ya bato. Mawa identité cachée. London City, Bojige. Mamilela. Laetitia Kitiona. Boa vida, mon garçon. King Polo. Abubakar Yondo. Le grand Choco. Eloge. Kiki Makumbi. Pompidou Masilwa. Na minha vida ainda não se encontrei.